There are probably many better resources for learning how to use video editing software out there. I don't claim to be a professional, but I am pretty dangerous when it comes to the basics: background music, sound effects, and narration. And that's what we're going to do in this video.
We'll first find some background music. One of my favorite music directories is Jamendo, which can be found at jamendo.com. Here you can search by genre, instrument, or mood. Typically, tracks found on Jamendo are free for personal use, but will require either credit or a fee if you plan to sell or advertise with them. For example, if you were hired to create an animated video, you need to fork over the cash. If you don't want to open your wallets, you can find a lot of free music on websites like Audionautics. You can search this site by genre, mood, or tempo. If you use background music from this site, you'll need to give credit either in your video or in the description of wherever it's uploaded. Sound effects work the same way. Websites like GR sites serve as directories for sound effects. For this particular website, commercial use of these sound effects require a commercial license, which means you must pay a fee.
It's very important that you read the licenses in detail before grabbing or using media files from these sites. You may be surprised what constitutes commercial use versus personal use, and the last thing you want is for someone to take legal action against you. To be safe, you should budget around $40 to $60 per video to use on things like background music and sound effects. That way, you know you're in the clear. Besides, if you sell any of these videos, you'll make the money you spend on audio back 50 times over.
Now that we have our music and effects, let's open up our video editing software. For this video, I'll be using PowerDirector 12. Most video editing software functions similarly. Our first step is to upload all of our media. We'll click Import Media Files and navigate to the WMV for our video and the MP3s for our background music and sound effects. In general, the way most video software works is that media files are arranged on tracks within what could be called a work area. The final video will play the arrangement of the media files from left to right. With PowerDirector, we can add as many video or audio tracks as we want. Thus, we'll drag our video to one track and our background music to another. Since we know the main audio focus of the video will be our narrations, let's decrease the volume of our music file. The sound effects work the same way. We'll drag them onto the track and move them along our video until we sync them in the way we want. For the sake of this lecture, we'll remove the sound effects as they take a bit of time to get just right. On a third audio track, we can add narrations by clicking the microphone and then the big red record button. The final step before exporting the video is to adjust the volumes of each file so that, for example, your sound effects aren't twice as loud as your voiceover.
And it's as simple as that. In case you don't have, say, $60 for an advanced editing software like PowerDirector, you can make do with freeware like Windows Movie Maker for Windows or iMovie for Mac. In the next video, I'll give you a quick wrap-up and then a free gift.